All right, this video is about our end of the Hero Wars season. So we actually had our last fight with the Gathering, which was pretty cool. So I'm going to show this right now. So I'm in Golden Eagles, which I just want to make this video bringing up the Clash of the Worlds. It was pretty cool to see the Gathering all at the very top. They're the top of the boards the entire season, right? So on the last event, which I can't bring it up right now, but on the last event, it said like the last we hadn't fought them all season, right? And last event or the last 3 day period, it said the Gathering and then Golden Eagles, and I was like, oh, this is GG, right? So our last fight was actually against the Gathering, and we tied them, which, if you have a tie, you all lose points compared to a guild that was below that actually beat them and jumps up. So we all lost points, but they were significantly ahead of everybody. So we finished up in place 5. That's pretty good. Now, the thing about Golden Eagles that's important, because I used to be in Olympus. I was in Olympus. I was my leader of my own guild on server 56, and I got recruited from Olympus over a year ago. Well, year and a half ago. But I started my own guild on server 56, and people that know about the game, they just make the new server. They look at the hero power level, see who's spending money, and like all the guild leaders in all the new servers going on for several years now, I sent Nexters a long message about this. They're all leechers. Like they know, Hero Wars does all this advertising. They know, get on the new server. If all they have to do is look at the hero power, and all they need to do is send a tell to the people they see spending money and farm them. And literally, I realized like everybody, all the guild leaders on that entire server were just milking everybody. Happened to me, happened to everybody. Like everybody on server 56, all the leaders of the guilds there were just had their own. They had already played. They already had an account, and they were just leeching off them to, I guess, sell their second account or whoever knows. But anyways, I got so many tells from people across servers trying to recruit me, as I spent a lot of money early on playing, trying to recruit me, and they all said the same shit. Like I knew, like, oh, this person trying to recruit me to their guild, they don't have any leadership skills whatsoever. Like they just started up some milk machine that's still going. Like there's so many guild leaders in Hero Wars, leaders of their clans, that don't have any leadership qualities whatsoever. They just got on server 100, looked at the hero power level. When the server comes up, they just, because you can make an additional character on another server. They just look at, oh, this guy's spending money. Just be the first person to send him a tell like, hey, join my clan. Oh, you got to be in a clan so you can go up, right? Like they don't know any better. This is what it is with every server. So I got all these messages. Like I got so many people on my block list. I get so many people on my block list. It's crazy. Let me click. If I go to my block list, I have like hundreds of people on my block list. Anyways, long story short, and here I'm going to get to giving you the useful information that I wanted to say. But long story short, the message from Olympus's recruiter was different. He actually knew he was legit. He was legit. But key piece of information I want you guys to know: I looked through all the top guilds. I sent them all messages, and I asked them about what do they do in Ascension. I wanted to join a guild that was doing level 150 minions. That's what I want to do. Level 150 minions, you get the most amount of rewards. Because I don't have infinite money. Like there's millions of millionaires in the world. I don't have infinite amount of money. I need the most rewards. I don't care about competing with the the top, the end of the week. So like all these guilds near the top, they all start out on level 125 or 130 minions. So they can get the health pools of the easy kills, which many different teams do huge kills on those earlier minions. All these top top guilds do that, and that's why I left Olympus. Like they took up on a poll, like what minion should we start out on? The only guild near the top in Ascension that does 150 minions is Golden Eagles. Everybody else basically cheats. Like it's a scam because top spenders, top guilds, like they get an infinite amount of money. They just want to see their name at the top. They don't care, and the rewards are almost rewards are almost nothing. So if you look at what I want to look at information, like the rewards to the top, like you can get what is it, 5,000 emeralds, but maybe you get second place is only like 2,500, and then at a certain point you get wait, I don't want the story. At a certain point you get so many resources that you don't need the signets anymore. You just need crystals, and you don't need Tree of Wisdom seeds. You just need uh, crystals. So the most amount of crystals you can get is 150. So they start at 125. Most of the top guilds. I sent them all messages before I left the server, and like this went on for a while, and everyone voted. Like the majority of the guild, like 20 people voted for level 125 or 130. But if you look at the rewards, like it's a significant amount of crystals you're losing. So if you look in depth to this, it's a significant amount of crystals that you lose. You get the max benefit for doing level 150. See, 125, it tells you the total 189 random radiance. It's just 301. So 125, 301, and then like your chances of getting a third kill on the 160 boss is also better if you start, you set up each person sets up their account where they know the meta team, and then they work on what's their second best team that they can use on the 160 boss, right? What's their second best team? Everybody holds at least a second team for the 160 or works on that over time. And the people that are more invested, they work on a third team for a 160 and so on. And that's what I wanted to do. That's the route I wanted Olympus to make. But no, they just wanted to start on 125 for everybody else. So I left them. So this guild's, as far as I'm concerned, Golden Eagles is a top guild in the game as far as getting resources, because they're the only, as far as I'm aware, this is like 4 months back, 5 months back. I sent a message to all of these guilds: Shinkairu, Fire and Ice Storm, The Gathering, and Breeze Center. But yeah, so Olympus came in second last week. Because that's all they care about. They want to see their name on the top of the board. But you see the rewards, you only get 2 Eternal Seeds, and then you get Glissa, you get 2,500 emeralds. So, but what do you get? Where do we come in? See, we got 475 emeralds. Well, what if you don't come in second? What if you come in here? What if you come in here? It's only a difference of like 800 and 1,500 emeralds. How much is it going to cost you for the 100-something crystals? How much is it going to cost you to get 100-something crystals from the seer? I mean, sometimes you can spend 30,000 emeralds and not even get 100 crystals. So like you can see here for the rewards don't do anything for me. Like the Eternal Seeds don't help me out at all. My Tree of Wisdom is done. I get 600-something Eternal Seeds. And then when it comes to the signets, I have thousands and thousands of the signets. So this is all maxed, right? At a certain point, you don't need any. I get 680 seeds, so I don't need the seeds, right? Like if you look at the rewards for the top guilds, you get seeds and you get signets. Well, what if you come, like there's many weeks I was with Olympus trying to do this, and they'd come in like 5th or 6th. Well, what do you get in 5th or 6th place? Okay, now you only get 700 and 625 emeralds. What's going to drop you down from the lowest you could possibly get if you're doing 150? Oh, you're only going to get 200 emeralds, but you're going to lose 100 something crystals. I mean, let's go to where we're at. I'll just show you my total amount of resources. I'm a little low on some of these, but you can see I have thousands of the greater signets, right? And I only have 300 of each crystal, where I literally have thousands of these. I'm a little lower in that and that, right? But I have 8,000 of those, 5,000. I only have 300 crystals. So if you look at these, I got 1,000 boxes of those. So if I need, so anyways, that's what all. If you guys were wondering, if you're in another guild or you're wondering how they play so high, it's because they start out on the low level health to collect the health pools of those minions as well. All right, that's enough for that video. I thought you guys should have that information.